always. Number 12, each. Digraph EA, digraph CH. Each. Number 13, it's a number word. 3. All right. Digraph EE. 3. Number 14, soon. Digraph OO. Soon. Number 15, no. Did you know the answer? No. Ghost letter digraph KN, digraph OW. No. Number 16, draw. Do you like to draw pictures? Draw. All right, we have a blend at the beginning. Dr, 2 letters, and then 2 letters say all. Now, all is at the end. It's in the final position, so we use digraph AW. Number 17, because. All right, B is BE. Cause. All, it's in the middle, so we use AU, and then SE. Because. And the last one is a color word. Blue. Bull. Ooh. Okay? Now, let's code a few words. Number 19 is a compound word. Okay, so we're going to divide it after the first word. We're going to underline digraph AI, mark out the I, put a macron over the A. We're going to mark out the sneaky E and put a macron over the A, and then we've coded our word. Airplane. Airplane. There it is. All right, the next one is a compound word as well. We're going to divide it after the first word, put breathe right there. This one has a pattern, V, C, C, V. Divide it, breathe, K back, underline digraph EE, mark out the last one, put a macron over the first one. What's that word? Coffee pot. Coffee pot. There's that one. Number 21 is a compound word as well. Divide it after the first word. Put a K back on the C, underline digraph OO, underline digraph OO. What's that word? Cookbook. Cookbook. There's our cookbook. All right, let's do the next one. It's a compound word as well. All right, underline digraph EW. This is a vowel, this is a consonant, this is a vowel. Divide it after the first vowel, put a macron there, put an arc under combination ER. Newspaper. Newspaper. Okay, there it is. It's rolled up. Okay, let's read what we have. Airplane, coffee pot, cookbook, newspaper. All right, I want you to code these by yourself. 2 of them are compound words. One of them has a pattern. Okay? Let's look at the back. On the back, you're going to read these words and then write some sentences about what you see in the picture. Let's read the words together. Read with me. Leaving, baby, haul, bottle, helping, drinking, phone, discussing, doctor, mother, nurse, feeding. All right, so use those words and what you see in the pictures to write some sentences. All right, let's read the words in the high-frequency word box. Could, would, should, school, says, give. Okay? Let's lay that to the side and get out our decodable reader. All right, the name of the story is Greedy King Finney. Written by Cynthia Benjamin, illustrated by Jeff Levin. All right, let's read. Once upon a time, there was a king named Phony. King Phony's throne looked like a gray dolphin. I didn't even see it until just then. The king was fair and kind to all of his people. What a good king, they would always say. King Phony would play ball in August. Each day I know I am lucky, he would say. But King Phony had one very tiny flaw. He was a little bit greedy. All right, now, let's read this. Whenever we see something written in the pictures and all, we always need to read it because it's there to tell us something. It says, please feed the birds. This is the same one. One night, a blue parrot flew into the king's garden. I really like your sign, said the bird, so I will grant you one wish. Great, said the king. I want lots of gold. At dawn, the king wanted to take a bath. That silly bird can't make me rich, he thought. Then the king reached for the soap, but the soap turned into gold in his hand. Later, King Phony ran into his garden. He picked a sweet rose. The rose turned to gold. I'll be rich because of all this gold, he said. All this gold makes me hungry, said the king. But King Phony's meal turned to gold too. Eek! Gold for lunch is hard on my teeth. The king wrapped his robes around himself. It's true that gold does not make you happy, he said. Because of this, I have just one more wish. King Phony wished to play with his children. They played hide and go seek all afternoon. Best of all, the king could not see any gold. Now I really am the richest man on earth. The end. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, now, let's read the sign again. Please feed the birds. What does this sign tell us about the king? I guess the king had that sign put up there. But it tells us if he's feeding the birds that he's kind to animals. Okay? Why does the parrot grant the king one wish? Because he thought that was a nice sign. He thought that was a nice thing for the king to do. Does the king get the wish that he asks for? He says, I want lots of gold. Did he get lots of gold? Sure he did. The bar of soap turned into gold. The flour turned into gold. Even the food that he was trying to eat turned into gold. So he did get his wish. But what happens when he tries to eat? Can he eat food that's turned into gold? I don't think so. At the end of the story, he decides he doesn't want all that gold after all. But he says, let me go back. He says, now I really am the richest man on earth. What made him say that? Why did he say that he's the richest man on earth? Because he can play with his children and they won't turn into gold. He realized that having lots of gold is not the most important thing. Okay? All right, I want you to practice reading the story with your study buddy and read it by yourself. Go back and finish your worksheet, the front side, coding those words, and then writing the sentences, and do your